Hey guys, so let's talk about episode number 9 of The Heirs. To me, this is the best episode of this drama so far. This drama just keeps getting better and better. I just really think it started slow, but now that it's in its groove, things are going very well. So, the cliffhanger from the last episode was the big kiss. We finally got Kim Ton and Yoon Sung locking lips, and it was a really sweet kiss, right? I mean, he's been so upfront with her about how he feels, and he keeps telling her, I like you, and then he just grabs her and kisses her. Now, it obviously was a good kiss because about halfway through she drops her phone to the floor and just forgets that it's there. I thought that was very telling. After the kissing, Kim Ton basically marches into the school, finds Young Do, and the fight begins. And these two just go at each other, both of them like with bloodied and bruised faces. And then on top of that, you've got Yoon Sung going into the bathroom to change her clothes, and Rachel stomps into the bathroom and basically just grabs her by the hair. I thought that was like really intense. One thing I love about Yoon Sung's character is that at times, she plays a really kind of innocent, high schooly type of girl character. But there are other times when she is like seriously showing some strength. And really, anytime she deals with Rachel, she is ready to go toe to toe with her. And I absolutely love that about her. So before we delve further into love triangles and all that craziness, let's talk about the brothers. Let's talk about Kim Ton and his brother Kim Won. So we know there's this huge rift between the two brothers. Part of that obviously has to do with the fact that Kim Ton is the illegitimate son, and Kim Won kind of resents him for that. But I really do think there's something more than that I'm hoping eventually we're gonna learn. The thing that I got in this episode, you guys, is that these two really need to join forces, right? Because they really have so much in common. Both of them are involved with girls who are in the lower social class, and both of them are trying to kind of figure that out. At the same time, you get that both of them are really being manipulated by their dad. There was a point when the tutor girl, the one that Kim Won is in love with, has a meeting with Secretary Yoon, and we kind of get that Kim Won's dad paid for her to go to school and now wants to give her a job, and I think that's kind of his tactic. It's like he's kind of making them feel so obligated to him for all of the generous things he's done for them that when he comes to them and says, stay away from my son, more than likely they're gonna do it. So we see that this happened to Tutor Girl, and now we see this happening to Yoon Sung. So it really just amazes me because I feel like if the two brothers actually talk to each other, they would realize what was going on. I'm hoping that that is eventually going to happen. So let's go back to our main love triangle, which is of course Yoon Sung, Kim Ton, and Young Do. So Yoon Sung's friend, Chan Young, comes to her and pretty much tells her that she can't like Kim Ton and she can't let anyone else figure out that he likes her because basically all of the kids at this school are gunning for this guy. And when they find out what's really going on in his family, when they find out that he's really kind of the illegitimate son of the family, then that's gonna be a problem for him. And then on top of that, if they find out that he likes her, they're just gonna make her life terrible anyway. She gets so overwhelmed at one point that she actually skips school one day and like goes to the movies. But Kim Ton figures out where she's at, and the two of them have this really interesting conversation, right? Because he's kind of like, look, I like you. What am I supposed to do with those feelings? And she finally admits to him that, hey, I like you too. But so what? Like, basically, we need to think about the here and now. You can't protect me. What's gonna happen if all the kids find out about what's really going on in your household? This episode was really just full of all kinds of people confessing their feelings for each other. Because later on in the episode, we actually have Young Do come to Yoon Sung's work. And, let's talk about him for a second, you guys, because I think it's really obvious that he likes her. I think Kim Woo Bin is doing such a fantastic job playing this character because we get that he's this bad guy, but at the same time, there's this other layer to him that just seems so innocent. So there are these moments, right, where you get that he's thinking about her or he's looking at her, and he just has this almost confused look on his face. It's almost like he has these feelings for her that he's not even sure how to like comprehend. I think he's been so used to like trying to just survive at home and trying to do that without a mother that he really doesn't have any idea what to do with anything that approaches affection or love. At the coffee shop, in kind of a roundabout way, he does admit to her that he likes her. So, I was excited about that because I like Kim Ton, but I kind of am rooting for Young Do as well. So I guess we'll see what happens. Let's talk about Kim Ton's mom, right? Because Yoon Sung's mom gets a call from the PTA because they want her to come in. But of course, she doesn't want to go. She doesn't kind of want to reveal herself. And so Kim Ton's mom decides she's going to go and pretend that she is Yoon Sung's mom. She's really curious about the PTA. And of course, she can't go for her own son because she's the mistress, and everyone else thinks that his mother is someone else. Inadvertently, her going really helps Yoon-sung. I mean, she goes in full style, you guys. She carries the like really exclusive purse. You know, the driver takes her in the really nice car. She wears a really expensive outfit. And then she agrees to like fund one of the school trips or something like that. Like she offers them a lot of money. This helps Yoon-sung, right? Because at school, people are starting to really pressure her. We want to know who your family is. Tell us what your parents' names are. How much money do you have? You know, we want to know so we can know where you fit and what order you fit in. I'm kind of fascinated by this whole like rich kid school business, and we must know what the hierarchy is. It's just kind of crazy. So because Kim Tan's mom does this and makes a real splash at the PTA, one of the moms tells her kid, and so now all the kids at school think that her mom is really rich, and they feel like they have the proof of that. So that's good for her because it takes some of the pressure off, but we will see how long that lasts. Okay, let's talk about the cliffhanger in this episode, because the war between Kim Tan and Young Do just continues to rage on, right? So Young Do decides to show up at Kim Tan's house, and he just really is a jerk at times, you guys, and he was so awful in that scene. Kim Tan is sitting and talking to his mother, but of course she's the mistress and nobody realizes that's his mom, and he can't publicly acknowledge that, and Young Do knows that. So when he comes into the house, he treats her like she's the housekeeper, and it just was like, it was awful. I mean, it just was really, really bad. I love the fact that Kim Tan stood up for his mother and just wasn't gonna take it from Young Do. He pulls him outside and is kind of like, we're gonna have a talk, blah, blah, blah. But of course, all I'm thinking the whole time is that Young Do is at the house. Is he gonna see Yoon-sung? And of course he is, you guys. That's the cliffhanger. She heads up the walkway on her way home from school, and Young Do is pretty much just like, what's going on here? Like, she's coming to your house to see you? And then you have the like huge K-drama dramatic pause because you know it's the end. Also, I thought it was interesting because even visually we're seeing the love triangle, right? Because you've got Young Do on one side, Kim Tan on one side, and here we have Yoon-sung walking up standing in the middle. And it's like, here we are, who is she going to choose? Like I said, you guys, this has been my favorite episode so far, and I hope this drama just continues to get better and better. If you'd like to check out episodes of this drama for free online, I will put a link to that down in the description box below. Okay guys, thanks so much for watching.